There we go. Get that up there when it's ready to turn on. And within 5 minutes or less, my fan's starting. So that's awesome. That'll help. Okay. That's good. I want to get some of these compressed wood blocks in here. Let them start burning. Because that's what's going to keep us warm tonight. Hey there. Welcome to Bushwhacked Adventures. Are you ready to journey into the wilderness and explore the great outdoors? All right, good morning. I am currently waiting for my Cubic Mini stove to cool down a little bit so that I can pack up the trailer and head out. So right now it's actually burning pretty well. So I need to give it a little time to cool down before I can pack up and head out this morning. So it's probably a great time. I'm about 6 months into having the Cubic Mini here in my trailer. It's a 6x10 cargo trailer, so a little over 60 square feet with this nose section of square footage. And the Cubic Mini Grizzly is the model that I have, and it is awesome. Absolutely love it. It will cook me out of here if I'm not careful. Current outside temperature is 17 degrees. It's 81 degrees in here right now. I'm down here on the floor right now. It doesn't feel overwhelmingly hot. In fact, I've actually got the door cracked next to me to keep it moderated in the temperature a little bit. But let me just do a little review of what I think of the Cubic Mini. You know what I think. It's great. Let's just pop it open here a little bit. You can see. Let me pull my tray out, just in case. You can see every once in a while I catch an ash down there. It's just burning hot. I have predominantly burned compressed logs in this just because I don't have access to hardwoods as recommended here in my area a lot. And some of the areas I camp, there's just not a lot of available firewood because there's a lot of people that like to camp in these areas. Or today I'm camping in the desert, so there's just not a lot of trees around to be able to go and harvest wood. So I plan on bringing it with me. But I did something a little unique when I set up my stove. I have here the cold air intake that is sold by Cubic Mini. And I also have the pull-out tray. These options are not designed to be able to work together, but I wanted them both. So I got a little creative and figured out that if I mounted a steel plate, which I have here, on, I think I used about 6-inch threaded carriage bolts, as you can see right here, and you can see my storage, my travel cap for the flue right here. It's a nice place to just stash it away. But that gives me enough space. I've got about 1.5 inch air gap here where I can get the fresh air coming in. I've got the line back in here. I'll turn on that light and you can see it. I just ran it through a tube, down through the floor, and out. So that's my fresh air intake for my Cubic Mini. Yeah, so down here in this section, I wanted to be able to have a space to be able to store my wood. And right now, it's pretty empty. I've been burning throughout the night and yesterday, so I've used up what I have stored here. But I do have a bin where you can see here, I'll take a 12-inch compressed log, cut it into 4 or 5 pieces, and they're just ready to throw in. I've got some additional kindling, little fire plugs to help start a fire if I need to. I've found lately that I really like these. I don't remember what the name of the product is, but they're just compressed fiber board that's treated with a petroleum or something that you put a piece of this in the fire and it'll burn for 5+ minutes, which is enough to ignite the fire, and it works really well. So I'm really happy with that. Put those away in the box. I keep a couple of blocks there that I can use to kind of split wood on, and my hatchet. But the overall stove design, it's awesome. When I was looking at installing this last August, I was watching a lot of videos online about the Cubic Mini, and one of the common complaints that I heard is that the floor is cold. And yes, the floor is cold because your heat source is, in my situation, a couple of feet up off the ground. Now, I saw some videos where people had them kind of clear up here, and it's like, that'd be really cold down lower. So I wanted to get it as close to the floor as I could, but still allow a spot to store the firewood underneath. I am sitting right now on just a little rug. My floor is not insulated yet in my trailer. That's a task yet to be done, but I've got to do a couple of things underneath before I do it. But it's not unbearable. I'm sitting here, it's 17, 18 degrees outside, and I would be okay if in this scenario. I am okay in this scenario. But when it comes to shielding, I ordered the Cubic Mini shielding to be able to go around here. I think it took me 4 pieces to be able to fill my area. And then I have the tray and the cold air intake and the stove, the double wall pipe up through the ceiling, and I've got a 12-inch extension of the double wall outside to be able to top it off. It works well. That's cool to the touch. I mean, I can feel a little warmth on it, but not bad at all. This side, I can touch that. I can feel the heat off the stove, and it's into the stainless steel a little bit, but not at all concerned about the design I have here. I used the spacing recommendations for clearance that was recommended by Cubic Mini, and I've been good to go. Up top, I put on some additional steel up here, and this is all, it's just cold to the touch. I've got a little piece here where I can set my fan when it's not in use, or I can hang it up there on the little carabiner that I have in place. Got my matches here when needed. I use a lighter whenever I want to. I've got it hanging over here, but we're good. I mean, it's just toasty warm. Now, why did I go with the Grizzly instead of the Cub model? Because it is a small space that I'm in. And the main reason really is the cook surface. I wanted a larger cook surface. And as you can see, I removed a portion of the railing here that allows me to place a pan. As you can see here, I can get the majority of a pan right there, and it is able to be used as a surface to cook on. With the railing in place, it's really just very, very small. So, and speaking to that point, is it easy to cook on a Cubic Mini? Yes and no. You really have to get the heat at the right temperature and cook at the right time. So if you have a little flexibility in when you want to eat and prepare your meal, yeah, you can definitely cook on this as a surface. However, it's probably a good idea to have a backup, some sort of electric or gas option that you can use in your vehicle, in my case, my trailer here, because the stove may have cooled down a little too much by the time you're ready to cook, or it may not be warm enough, or it might be super hot and harder to control the temperature while cooking. But it's definitely doable. You can certainly do that. Now, I have the water jacket as well. I designed my space so that I have room to hang the water jacket off of the right side here, and it works very well. I don't have it installed right now. It's here underneath my Murphy bed. I can pull it out later, but if I wanted to put it on, I would just drop it on there, add some water, and in a matter of time, it's going to be warm water for me to use for whatever purpose, cooking, cleaning, whatever. So overall, I am very happy with the Cubic Mini. You can see right now, I had the air shut down throughout the night, so my window is pretty smoked up. But when you burn with your air wide open, you get a nice current, a nice flow of hot air gases inside that really helps to clean off that window quite a bit. You can also, when it's cooled down, take the ash from the fire, just take a paper towel and wet it down, dab it in the ash, and then just scrub the window, and it comes clean pretty well. That is my thoughts on the Cubic Mini. I've got my tool set hanging up here. I do take the tools down when I drive because I'm on dirt roads, off-roading quite a bit, and I just put the tools in my bin. Great stove, very happy with it. It's very secure. I feel like it's not going anywhere unless I want it to go somewhere. But I have no reason at this point to uninstall this. This is great, and it's just perfect right where it is. So if you are considering the Cubic Mini, I can't recommend it highly enough. It's great. There are some other products out on the market that you might find that they may work okay for you, but for me, in my situation, this was the right purchase, and I'm pretty happy with the result. I mean, it's 17, 18 degrees outside, and it's 82 in here in my trailer right now. It's awesome. So with that, I'll go ahead and call this an end, but I'm going to give the Cubic Mini 2 thumbs up. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell to receive notifications for future content. That's all, folks. See you on our next adventure.